Here we go. Oh, what a morning. But check this out. Look at that. What a view. Welcome back, everybody, to another camping with Tony and Bruno, who's here. Hey, Bruno. Oh, well, it's been a long time, but we're back out in the camper van. Buddy, the Isuzu Elf. We're going to camp by the beach in, I think, some pretty horrible conditions. No rain, hopefully, but pretty windy. The sort of stuff that I just cannot stand, to set up camp in with a tent and stuff like that. I've just pulled into this pine forest because the view out of the sea is spectacular, and I thought, before we get to camp, let's check this out. You're not meant to camp here, I don't think. So I don't think I'd get away with camping here. I'm sure a ranger would come find me and tell me off. So what we'll do is I'm going to take Bruno for a little walk out on the beach and show you what I'm looking at and what it looks like here. Okay, so we've got to let Bruno out. So the story behind the camper van, it's what I would call sort of vintage. It's a 1996 Isuzu Elf, and if I just pan this around, you'll see Bruno standing up, waiting patiently. Let's let him out. Come on then, puppy. Good boy. Come on. All right. And there's the sea. Look at that. Amazing. Come on, Bruno. Look at this. Hey, look at that. Look at that. So yeah, no camper vans really allowed, motorhomes here. Now, I've just noticed that I'm sinking quite low into the gravel there, but this is four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive, hubs are locked, and it's got all-terrain tires. I should be okay. I did. This is very soft gravel, but meh, I should be fine. As long as I don't go out on the beach, I'll be okay. So come on, let's go check this out. It's been so long. That's bright. It's been so long since I've been out in the camper van because, well, I'll tell you what happened to it later. But I'm finally out in it, and I'm so excited to be out. It's a shame you can't camp here. There's so many laws and restrictions here in New Zealand about wild camping, because this would be a great wild camping spot. Check this out. Look at that. It's windy. It's summer here in New Zealand, end of February. Hey, Bruno. And that's where I parked, in this little pine plantation, which smells beautiful. I can't explain just the smell of the pine. Absolutely stunning. So what are we looking at here? In the distance, well, there's not much to really explain. That sort of area over there is a beach called Marfell's Beach. That's on the way to Kaikoura. The North Island of New Zealand, you can just make out sort of there, just about. And then further along the side there, you've got the Marlborough Sounds, a lot further along, which is where I live. And I can see cars, but the campsite is around that bay there. It's a long way because we've got to go over that sort of hill. Well, there's several hills, and it's all off-road. What do you think, Bruno? Puppy? So, beautiful spot. Can't wait to camp in it. We need to get to the campsite. I've got a feeling there's going to be cars there. Well, other motorhomes, people in tents, stuff like that. But it's just, this is the time of year, it's busy. So as much as I loathe camping with other people because I like my privacy, I like it nice and quiet, I don't want to hear children or other people or music or smell their food or anything like that, and I don't really want to sit around a campfire with lots of other people, because especially when I'm filming, you know, I'm just used to camping by myself, and that's what I like. So let's get to camp. We've got to go on this off-road section, which is going to be quite gnarly, and I will bring you back, well, from that road. So let's get over there. Bruno, let's get you back in. Come on, pup. Let's go. Come on. In you go. Good boy. Up on your bed. Look at that mess everywhere. I've got so much stuff in here. What's up here? Yeah, that's where Bruno sits. All right. Yeah, 1996 this thing. Oh, it's in great condition. I hope it stays in great condition. Okay, bring you back on the road. Okay, we're on the gravel track. It's quite a climb, a couple of pieces, but we shouldn't be long. I think it's about 15 minutes on this to the campsite. Got the hubs locked, I'm in 4-wheel drive, just in case. Don't want this thing wheel spinning up the hill. Corrugated, washboard gravel, bit of a nightmare. The engine in this thing, it's a 3-litre diesel. It's a workhorse, no turbo. This is not a quick vehicle. It's very slow, but it just goes and goes and goes. These are work trucks designed to take pretty heavy loads, slowly but surely. Look at him in the back there on his bed, the prince. Ah, this road, nightmare. I come up here in my truck. I should appreciate the steering more in that thing, the suspension, because this is bumpy as hell. Oh man, you can hear this thing revving the hell out of itself. Oh, but look, it's getting there, it's doing it. This is steep. I know the camera's probably not doing it any justice, but this is really steep, very loose, and this thing's just climbing and climbing and climbing. 4-wheel drive, all-terrain tires. Awesome. Anyway, this goes on and on and on like this quite a while. So, oh, God, it's bad in the corners, really bad. Everything's getting shaken around the back. Nightmare. Oh, I could have let some air out the tires, but I haven't got a pump with me or anything to inflate them again, so it just is what it is. Alright, I can't record this anymore. I'll bring you back at camp. Hopefully not too many people there, and I can find a quiet space. Bring you back. Okay, we're nearing the campsite now, and it looks quite busy, so finding a spot might be tough. Let's see how we go. When we turn this corner, I'm hoping there's just some space. But beggars can't be choosers at this time of year for this spot. This is a popular spot. Fingers crossed there's something. I can't tell until I turn the corner. Wow, it's also really dry, very brown. No fires allowed. what I was hoping was I could tuck in into the first corner here, just by that power line. All right, here we go, moment of truth. Let's have a look. Oh yes! Wow! Actually, I've got the whole thing to myself down here. Awesome! Okay. What I'm going to do is there's a little spot over here on the right that I've not camped at before. There's vans that way, but there's no one this way tucked into this corner under the power lines. And I've wanted to camp down here in this spot for a while. Let's go check it out. I should end up with a nice view and be by a little stream here and just tucked in. I could even go up here on this little knoll like that, instead of in the corner there secluded by the trees. Wow, this is going to be a beautiful spot. Yeah, and I'm elevated. Great success! All right, bring it back outside. What do you think, Bruno? Wow, it's howling out there. This should be interesting. This should be interesting, but look at where I am. I close that. Oops. All right, let's let Bruno out first. Hello, Bruno. Come on then. Okay, so where am I? Well, take a look at that behind me. I mean, come on. This is my view. And holy moly, what a view. So, from in the van, Bruno, come round. If I was looking out from in the van, that's the view in here, which is just superb. This is awesome. What a spot. Why have I never thought of camping here before? Okay, I'm underneath these massive power lines up here, but I don't care. I'm only staying one night. I'm sure all the conspiracy theorists are going to tell me how dangerous it is, but one night, who cares? Oh, I can hear the cicadas, I can hear the sea. Have a flip around, look at this. Unbelievable. Oh, just wow. See what I mean about the ugly pylons? Why did they have to do this? Oh well, progress needs power. Look at Buddy. Buddy the camper did a great job. 4-wheel drive. What an excellent job this thing's done. So I'll sit out here. Now, the wind is coming straight at me this way. I'm just wondering how to avoid the wind. Well, if I tuck in here, I can't feel it, but the wind changes here all the time, so there's no point adjusting anything right now. Okay. I've got to get some things sorted out. What have I got with me? I've got my Starlink I've got to get set up because there's no signal here and I need to stay in touch with my wife. And so let's get the Starlink plugged in. I've got that connected. Oh, actually, first we've got to get the fridge turned on to the gas. Okay, so this is a bit of a faff, but let's do this. All right. So, got to put the gas on. The gas is in here. The butane. All right, turn that on, and then if I go in, we can switch the fridge over. So gas solenoid, so you turn the gas on. I think we'll put some hot water on as well because Hot water on. Is it on? Hang on. I've got to work everything out, but we need to switch the gas to, the fridge to gas mode. And let's put it there. Okay, that's it firing up. So that's going to switch over to gas. Okay, so the fridge is coming on. I don't know. I haven't used this much, so I'm still getting used to everything. Hot water. It says it's on, but the light's not lighting up. Maybe it takes a minute to start up. Right, everyone. I've got to let the gas do its thing, let it work. And, hey there, Bruno. Bruno gets his treat first. So, I guess we've got to get a treat for Bruno first. So, come on, Bruno, outside. Okay, let me bring you back on the big camera. All right, let's get Bruno his treat. Just here. Yummy. And as usual, we'll see if he can do a sit pretty. Come here, Bruno. Come here. Sit. Sit pretty. Oh, you fell over. Try again, sit pretty. Good boy. That was, I know, it's hard, isn't it? All right. So, we're pretty much set up. That's it. There's nothing I have to do except get my chair, my table, set the Starlink up. So I'm going to do the Starlink first, and then I'll bring you back for doing the chair and table. And then I guess we've just got to decide, is this it? Is this definitely where I'm going to stay? Because right now I'm liking it. Apart from these overhead power lines, the thing is that they're directly overhead, so I can't see them. They're not in my view at all. So it's actually working out really well, and I've got just such a beautiful view, and I'm away from everyone. I can't see anyone coming down to this spot parking right next to me. I just don't see it happening. Okay, yeah, I've just got to deal with Starlink, and I'll bring you back for setting up the table and chair. Let's get the chair set up, Bruno. And then we'll have to get the thermocells set up because sandflies. Sandflies at the beach. I can't wait for it to get colder. Unlike most people, I prefer the cold. No bugs, no people. Ha. Oh, and I need a zesty drink. This setup is so much easier, honestly. Why don't I always do this? Just go in the camper van. Now the wind might die down. I'm sure you're picking up a lot of wind noise. I might have to put you on the other microphone. Okay, now of course that's wonky, so I'm going to have to raise it up on one side to make it even, because we're on a hill. Great success! Bruno, stay close. There's a lot of cows there and all sorts of things. I don't want Bruno going nuts with the cows. Hey Bruno. He's got water behind me, so he can have water anytime he wants. It's in his bowl. Zesty drink. Wait right there. get a zesty drink from the fridge. Ah. Hello, Bruno. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming. I can't believe I've got this whole place to myself. I really can't. I mean, look at what I'm looking at. It's just incredible. Look at it. Hey, Bruno. It's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Okay. Got a mission. Got to get dinner on. Okay, Cobb have sent me a Cobb grill, but this is the new gas one. Because there's a fire ban, I can't use the charcoal one. Not allowed. So with the gas one, you just screw the gas canister in. Start it up. Apparently you put this on minimum. Says it's windproof, we shall see. I'm going to leave that on, and I've got to get the prime rib ready. Not prime rib, short rib. And that's going to cook for quite a while in there. And then towards the end, we'll put the barbecue sauce on it. So let's go and get the meat. Okay, so in here we've got our ribs. It's beef short rib. This is almost 700 grams. So I'm going to take that out, put it in some foil. Foil, kitchen scissors, which I never ever have on one of these things. So these will cook for a few hours on that Cobb grill, and then with about half an hour or so to go, I'll douse them in barbecue sauce. Gosh, these things are massive. Okay. Just loosely in the foil. All right, and that goes in the grill. I'm going to turn that down. And that's it. And I hope by dinner time, they're ready to go. Now I can just sit and have the rest of my drink. I'm going to move over here and just check out this view, because it is epic. Oh. Right, time to get Bruno's dinner. I know that he's very, very hungry. My dinner is still quite a way off, but we'll let Bruno have his because I know he's hungry. I might have to sit in here soon and just look out at the view. Like that. Just to get out of the wind. That's the advantage of the camper van. The RV. Go on then, Bruno. Is being inside and looking out. Bruno's being such a good boy, he's sitting. Can you see that? Hang on. He's actually waiting for permission. Go on then, Bruno. Good boy. Bless him. What a good boy. Yeah, so as much as it's lovely sitting out here, once that sun goes down, the temperature's going to really drop. And with this wind, quite easy just to sit inside the RV with the window up and take it all in. It's just so easy. And this is the first time I've properly sort of camped with Buddy in the RV. I've got to give you a full run through of what's happened to it, what's going to happen to it, what's next. But I think tonight, well, right now I'm waiting for my dinner. As soon as dinner's done, we'll have that, and then maybe I'll give you a quick explanation at cigar time. And then tomorrow I'll give you a full look around inside. But nothing has happened inside. It's got to go in to have all the work done. But I'll explain all that later. Right now I'm just going to wait for my dinner. So I'll bring you back at dinner time. I've still got an hour to wait for my dinner. So it'll almost be dark. It'll be getting dark when I bring you back. But yeah, bring you back later. Okay, it's time. It's late now. 8 o'clock. It's time to put our barbecue sauce on. So it's absolutely howling. It's just crazy. By the way, sorry I keep coughing. I had flu when I was on holiday over in Australia, and I'm still getting over it. Absolutely howling. It's so bad. It really is. Okay, let's have a look at the beef short ribs. Oh, they look, oh my goodness, they look good. They're pretty much done. So what I'll do is, I'm going to coat them in some barbecue sauce. Lashings of barbecue, using stubs. These haven't got much longer left at all. This is doing a very good job in the wind, this cob. hope you can hear me. It's so windy. It's just incredible. At one point I thought the van might tip over. I mean, it didn't, but you know what I mean. Okay. All right, I think about half an hour and we're done. We'll wash these up and I'll bring you back. Okay, time for me to bring my ribs in. Let me just do that. You can watch him while he's lying there. Oh, they smell good. Okay, I need to transfer. Oh my God, they smell so good. Actually, I could just eat them on there. Oh, what do I need, Bruno? I need a zesty drink. Cheers, everybody. So what do we got? We've got... now you might be wondering why I'm in here. Okay. Simple reason is it's absolutely howling out there. It's so loud and it's so windy. Now I have got the door open, which is fine, but the wind is coming from that side. It's blowing like this. The van occasionally is rocking quite a lot. It's so windy, he's come in. And I didn't tell him to come in at all, but it's just so strong that I think it was freaking him out a bit. So the Cobb grill did an amazing job staying alight in all that wind. Even my fridge, which is gas powered, is struggling because the pilot light keeps getting blown out. But the wind has changed a bit of direction now, so it's not blowing out anymore. But it was just horrendous. We just switched the water off. Yeah, so I just thought, well, you know what? We've got the van. I've got a view of the mountains that side. I've got a view of the sea out this side through this window, through the door. It's perfect. And we've got these beautiful barbecue beef short ribs with Stubbs barbecue Texas sauce on. Yeah, so coughing because I've still got this after effect of this flu. So let's see how this is. And in case you're wondering, I'm on the carnivore diet, carnivore system, so I only eat meat. Wow. Wow. I would zoom you in, but I'm on the widescreen lens because it's the only way you can see Bruno and see everything inside of here. If I put a normal lens on the camera, you won't see anything else. You'll just see me and that's it, and the food. Huh. Sorry, that was hot. That was hot. So the barbecue sauce is sort of caramelized. It's all sugary. Oh, that's lovely. And it's kind of, yeah, it's crystallized, caramelized to the bottom of this foil. Oh, God, this is good. Oh, it just reminds me of restaurants having sticky ribs. Hot. Wow. You got to do beef short ribs and then last half hour cook them in layers of barbecue sauce. It's just delicious. Absolutely delicious. I could have probably done these for another hour. Alright, everybody. I'm going to take my time eating these. Oh, I'll give him a little piece in a bit. And I'll bring you all back for cigar time. There's a lot to talk about. And then after that we'll do bedtime And then in the morning, I'll give you a tour of the van and what's happening and different things that I didn't show you last time. And it's got chilly. So it was warm earlier, really warm. But this storm has made the temperature just plummet, which is why I'm wearing this. And I've got the door open. If I close the door, then we'll be warm enough. I'm sure in the morning it'll be quite chilly, but I've got heating in here, and I'll walk you through that. All right, everyone, we'll bring you back. Thanks for coming. Welcome back, everybody, to another cigar time. It's pretty chilly out here, but I'm so warm after that, all that food, those ribs. Oh, stuffed, absolutely stuffed. Okay. Yes, I know. It's weird that I'm having a cigar when I've got a little bit of a cough. But just remember, you don't inhale the cigar smoke. It's just the flavour. Now hopefully, shall I close the door? Stop the smoke going in? I don't think it will go in. The wind's blowing that way. A lot to talk about. I could talk about some of this at breakfast, but we've also got to cover the tour of the van at breakfast. So I just thought I'd bang these out. You see how Bruno comes over? He's right here. I don't know why. He loves cigars. He is strange. What can I say? He absolutely loves cigars. Okay, cigar time. If this is your first cigar time with me, as usual, these come out obviously a couple of weeks after I record this. So go easy on me. Oh, that make you jump. So go easy on me. First things first, I'd like to say thank you, as usual, to all of our YouTube members, subscribers, everyone who's bought us coffees on Buy Me a Coffee, bought us treats. You can come around this way if you want. Yeah. Yes, to all our members and everyone who's bought merch. Thank you so much. It's much appreciated. All these contributions go towards the channel, go towards treats for Bruno and myself, and buying equipment and things to test out on the channel as well. So thank you again. Thank you to everyone who's on our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our Facebook fan page, and on Twitter as well, on X. Much appreciated when you follow all of our social media. When I say our, I mean myself and Bruno, in case you're wondering. Okay, so let's rifle through these. My ankle, people have been asking. It's much, much better now, but it's still not at 100%, and I'm having physio. There's a couple of cracks in the cartilage that need to heal up, but they'll scar. But I'm doing physio to sort that out, so fingers crossed I won't have pain much longer. But compared to a while ago, it's way better. February 17th was my birthday, and Anne and myself went to Sydney. And we had a great time. We were there, I think, 4 or 5 nights. Unfortunately, I got ill on the trip. You know, because you're mingling, you're at airports, you meet people, you see people. So I got ill on the last night. So that's what I was recovering from. And Anne got it off me, and she's ill as well. What a nightmare. But we had a great time. Bruno stayed with friends. And yeah, it was good fun. Sydney is about 2.5. It was just a 2.5 hour flight for us from Auckland. Great time, great hotel, great people. Love Sydney. Saw a great show there, Gatsby, at the Sydney Opera House. Fantastic time. want to say thank you to everyone for all of the birthday wishes. There were hundreds and just so many. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. I remember over on the Facebook fan page, so many people were talking about the birthday, but thank you so much. All right, let's get on to some other stuff. Super Bowl. So, Kansas City won. And look, I enjoyed the Super Bowl. I really did. The game itself, I enjoyed it. I really did. Thought there was some great football in there. Mahomes, look, you know, I'm a fan of Tom Brady. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, he's the GOAT. But Mahomes will probably overtake him. But you see, here's the thing. Brady set the legend bar, the legend status, very high. So he will always be amazing. Just like Roger Federer. Roger Federer got overtaken by Nadal and whatever, and Djokovic, but you still remember Federer as being great. So I think greatest of all times are sort of coming to an end now. It's just these are legends. And I think Mahomes will be a legend as well, yeah. But the game itself was fantastic. Really loved it. And I wish all Super Bowls could be like that. Just right down to the wire, right down to the end, the last few seconds, extra time. What was it, 5 hours? I can't remember. Four and a bit? It was a long one, really long. Something makes me think it was the longest Super Bowl in history. I just can't remember. Anyway, superb. I loved it. Formula One, Red Bull are light years ahead of everyone. It's over. 2024 season will be rubbish. It will be boring. It will be a procession. Max Verstappen will probably win pretty much every single race. That's it. Formula One is just useless now. And, you know, they're too scared to put a top driver up against Max Verstappen in the same car. So, yeah, it's over. So Formula One. I probably won't watch any of the races this year. Can't see myself doing it. Would I watch the first race? I don't know. Maybe. TV. Expats. Saw that. It's a show set in Hong Kong with Nicole Kidman. And it's on Apple TV. And it was dire. Absolutely useless. Hated that thing. Oh my God, it was such a rubbish show. I lived in Hong Kong 15 years, and I can assure you this was just total drivel. Anyway, expats, avoid it. Also on Apple TV, Criminal Record. Very good show. Really like that. I'd recommend it. I just finished watching it. You're going to love it. It's a lot of suspense, a lot of twists, plot twists, but very good. Set in the UK. UK make great dramas. And if you're looking for a great one, Criminal Record. Sand Job on Amazon Prime. It's the penultimate Grand Tour. So this is the penultimate, basically, show that will have Clarkson, May, and Hammond in it. One more to go. Just one. And it's over. It's over. I think enough. I think everyone's had enough of it now. And Clarkson's shown that he doesn't need the others with Clarkson's Farm. Bruno, stay close. He's got his light on, but I just don't want him disappearing off the edge of the cliff here. I've got a herbal tea, berry tea, because I'm on the wagon still, and I'm on the carnival ride. So yeah, Sand Job. And I thought it was average. I didn't really rate it. It's 2 hours long. I thought great, a really great adventure, but I just didn't rate it. I don't know. Maybe I've just got bored of them. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's time to end that. I can't wait for Clarkson's Farm Season 3. That would be great. Okay, so that's most of it. Now, what's coming up? Can you see him? He's all over me. He just wants cuddles. It's so windy. He's all invigorated. In the morning, we'll go for a walk on the beach. He'll love that. So what's coming up? Well, I'm about to leave in a couple of days on my round the world trip. So I arrive in Vancouver and I will pick up a winterized RV and I will drive from Vancouver to Toronto. I've got 2 weeks to do it in. And I want to go far north as possible, back down, maybe hook up with some other people, see the sights, shoot some great video, hopefully, have some cigars over there, the whole lot, the full Monty. I don't know how many videos I'm going to do it in. I'll see. I might have hardly any footage, I might have loads. I'm also going to take a tent and a sleeping bag and a pad, and I'm going to try do a very rudimentary camp outside the RV if it's cold enough, because I want to see what it's like in a tent. So if it's minus, I'd say if it's colder than minus 20, so the coldest I've ever camped in is about minus 18. So if it's colder than minus 18, I want to go outside and camp in it. So I'll take the gear just in case. Be interesting, you never know. Bruno can't come with me. For those that don't know, you just can't just travel around the world with your pet. It's very stressful for them, so obviously I'm not going to put him through that. The flight to Vancouver is over 11 hours. Then I've got to travel across, which is 2 weeks. No, he's staying here with Anne. He'll be fine. She's got her sister here, so they're together for that whole time as well. So it's great. Then after after Toronto, I fly down to New York. I'm in New York a couple of days. Then to London for a couple of days. Then to Spain, and I'm hanging out with Brandon, my son, for a week. Then back to London. Got a week, just over a week, 10 days in London. Then out of there, back Singapore a night, and then back to Auckland. It's a lot of flying. A lot of long haul flights, but it should be fun. Right, so let me just tell you briefly what I thought of this so far. Buddy needs work. And when I say Buddy needs work, he needs electrical work. It's still got the same 1996 electrical system inside. So it's very dated, very pathetic compared to what you can get now. Look at what I've got in my truck. My truck is state of the art. So I need to get that done in here. So I can run more stuff. I can run my Starlink properly and everything else. Maybe switch out the gas cooker to an induction top. Not sure about that one yet. Seems to be all the rage, but we'll see. I do like having the gas option. I mean, this is gonna always have gas because it's got gas central heating, gas hot water system. So I don't know, maybe I'll keep the gas for cooking. But yeah, it needs electrical work. All the light bulbs need replacing with LEDs to make them more efficient, that sort of thing. But it is a 1996 camper van. It's been looked after very well, but it's got its limits. What are you doing, Bruno? I love the cooking outside. I could have cooked this inside and have stunk the place out. But I like cooking outside. I've got a brand new awning. We'll see how it is in the morning. I might open it in the morning just to show you all what it looks like. There's no rain forecast at all. But in the morning, if it's dewy, if it's wet, whatever, then maybe I'll open the awning up just to show you and cook under that for breakfast. Because I don't want to stink the inside of the camper van out. I'm saying all this, I don't know. In the morning, I might just say, screw it, I'm going to cook it inside. Because the camera is probably not picking it up, but it is howling out here. We're on the leeward side, but the wind is coming all the way around us. It's cold-ish, and we're definitely going to hunker down tonight. But yeah, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm camping in Buddy after all this time. I was turning it around in my driveway and I managed to prang a steel beam that comes over, that hangs out like a cantilever deck. Bruno, what are you doing? I just saw his little light flash past the camera and it cut a hole in the top So they've redone it. I'll show you in the morning the work they've done. Superb job. The guys in Picton here. Superb. That's pretty much it. Nothing controversial for cigar time, for first time for a long time. Just us having a chat with my tea. And a cigar. Didn't cough once. All right, everyone. So I've got to decide what I'm leaving outside and what I'm bringing in. What I might do is pack the cob up and just leave it in its bag underneath the table. So I can leave all this outside. That would be fine. It's not going to rain. Even if it did, the table will cover this, and the table is bamboo. It's fine in the wet. All right, everyone. I'm going to go in because it's cold out here. I do have a big coat with me, but I just don't want to put it on. I want to go inside, chill out, watch a movie, and then go to bed. I'm absolutely exhausted. And I want to get in there before it gets too grim. Tell you what, a few degrees colder and I'll be in. I know Canada's going to be absolutely freezing, so this is nothing compared to that. Oh, I'm so excited for my Canada trip. I'm almost distracted because of that. But no, I'll bring you back in the morning when you can see it. Oh, sorry, I'll bring you back for bedtime. That's it, inside, and show you my living quarters tonight. All right, everyone, catch you at bedtime. Thanks again for coming, everyone. Oh, welcome back, everybody, to bedtime. Oh, I'm exhausted. The weather outside. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it is howling, howling. Now, someone has just, let me show you, I don't know if you can see him. He's just asleep down there. He's come a bit closer. Night, night, Bruno. Night, night. We'll see. I got a feeling, a sneaky suspicion, he's gonna try and climb up here in the morning. We'll see. There's not a lot of room up here for him. I mean, that's as high as it is. If you're claustrophobic, you wouldn't like this. But it's so comfy with my mattress and everything up here. It is comfy. It's warm. It's nice. Got a thick duvet. This is my space here. I've got a vent up here if I need it. Got curtains up here. So these curtains come across so I can block out any light. Although I don't know if I actually will do that. We'll see. I want to be up quite early. I've got my little fan running just there. Well, it's not running at the moment, but I will put that on if I get a bit hot. So yeah, we are moving quite a bit up here. The whole van is just rocking. I can't believe how windy it is. It wasn't forecast to be this bad. Got a new roof lining up here because when I crashed, when I hit that post that was here, it came in through here, so you could see daylight through this bit here. So they've replaced all this head lining and put all brand new thick insulation here, and they repaired all the fiberglass on the other side. So they've done a beautiful job, I'd have to say. Very nice job. Yeah. So it's nice to have all this brand new lining in here and everything. There's an insurance job. Right. Dinner was good. I chilled out. I watched a bit of a movie. Actually, I watched Peaky Blinders. I haven't seen it for so long. Oh, I'm so tired. Excuse me. All right, everybody. I'm absolutely knackered. It's late. I need to go to sleep. I need to put this fan on and just chill. Okay, everyone. Unless something major happens in the middle of the night, which I really can't think of anything other than us blowing over. And I joke about it, but it can happen. But I think it takes something like 70 to 75 mile an hour winds to do that. And we're nowhere near that. So, unless something major happens in the middle of the night, I'll bring you back in the morning. Good night, everybody. Night, Bruno. Oh, look at him. I don't know if... let me turn the camera around. See if you can see him. Bruno. Are you comfy? Night, night. Night, Bruno. That's it. So he should be over there on his sheepskin rug, wherever that is. Somewhere over there. Oh, there. So he should be on that, but he's moved over as close as possible. He's just lolling now. Alright. Night, Bruno. Night, night. Night, night, Bruno. Good boy. Bedtime. And he's down. Good. Alright. Night, everybody. Bring you back in the morning. Morning, everybody. Morning, Bruno. He's trying to come up. Hello, Bruno. Morning, puppy. Morning. Morning. Hello, my lovely. Morning. I know. There's no way for you to get up here, is there? Hey? I know. I'm coming. Oh, let me put this light on. You can see him. There we go. Morning, puppy. What have you been up to? Morning. I'm coming down. Okay. Right. Puppy needs me up. Oh, I had a good sleep. It was a bit hot. He's crying. Okay. Gotta go down there, say good morning, and put some coffee on. So I'll bring you back. Okay. Let's go outside and see what it's like. Oh. You alright? You ready to go outside, Bruno? Here we go. Oh. Oh, what a morning. What a morning. It's stunning out here. I see Bruno having a pee-pee. He was desperate. What a beautiful morning. Oh, and look at the moon. Hang on. See the moon up there? Oh, spectacular morning. I definitely need to get a coffee on. But this is pretty. This is very pretty. Perfect. Bit breezy. Nothing compared to what it was like last night. Oh look, my little electrical panel blew off. That's how strong the wind was. This panel goes... It's kind of broken though. I need to get a replacement. Clicks on the back there. It was very, very strong. We were blowing around all over the place last night. Very difficult to film with this DJI gimbal thing. It's half asleep. Got the moon up there. Just... Oh, and Bruno's having a poo, so I've got to go and deal with that. He just wants to do it all on camera for you this morning. Alright, I've got to go and deal with that, and I'll bring you back. It's all happening on poo cam. Right, excuse the arse shot. Let's put the chair back out. Now the problem with this site is the sandflies, now that the wind has died right down, the sandflies are going to be out with a vengeance. So I'm rocking a thermocell. I might have to crank two up, one outside, one just here, just to keep them at bay. Everything survived the night. Nothing blew away. There's no, because of the wind, and the wind was so strong, there's no condensation. Everything's dry-ish. Coffee. Desperate for a coffee. Right, let's get coffee on. And then Bruno's going to want his breakfast. Alright, let's make our way into the kitchen. So we've got a gas cooker and traditional gas kettle. Pop you up here so you can see what's going on. How's that? It's dark in here. It is dark. Is that any better? Probably not. Okay. So I have at my disposal 30 litres of pure drinking water and like a couple of 100 litres of normal water, still tap water. I also have hot water if I want on the panel here. Got my cafetiere ready. Oh, a bit discombobulated this morning. Don't really know whether I'm coming or going. It's quite early. Hello Bruno. Bruno's at my feet. So what am I doing? I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Oh, I'm making a pot of coffee. I've got everything I need in here because I did the journey down in this van when I picked it up. So I've got instant, I've got this type, plunger coffee, got everything. Okay, I'm really rambling because I'm just so out of it. I might need to just bring you all back when I've got my act together. We sort Bruno's breakfast out because he is just loitering here. Let me show you what's going on here. Hello Bruno. That's the van from this angle that you've not seen. It's quite cozy, I suppose is the word, up here. One day I'll probably, once the cushions are done, I'll probably sort this out so that I can sleep down here. Because this is a bed down here. This whole thing where my computer is and chairs and everything else, that converts into a full bed. That'll probably be more comfy than being poked up here. And then also Bruno will probably sleep next to me down here because that's just what he does. Alright, we're waiting for the kettle to boil and I'll bring you back outside and we'll have Bruno's breakfast and my coffee. Oh wow. What a morning. Now Bruno's desperate for his breakfast. Yeah, I'm rocking another thermocell. Sandflies are going to be bad. Good boy. Go on then. Oh, this is heaven right now. It's cold. The sun hasn't come up yet. Sitting here, looking at the beach, at the waves, listening to those waves. It's nice to do some nice weather camping. Okay, last night it was howling. I hate the wind, and that was really howling. It was so strong, it was crazy. There's no way you could sit out here. Even Bruno came in. But we didn't have any rain, which was good. Because I don't want to be by the beach in the rain. Beautiful. Okay, we need this coffee. Hot. Ah, cheers everybody. Cheers. Yes. The sun is out and it is glorious, isn't it, Bruno? Okay, what we need to do is get the cob grill on and get our breakfast done. Because Bruno's had his already. What a beautiful morning. I wish it had been like this last night. Okay, what are we doing? Right, so with the cob grill, they sent me this frying pan, frying dish thing. I think that just goes on like that. And then you just cook in there. Screw the grass on. This is so much easier to use. Oh, and you might say, why don't I just cook in the van? Well, I don't want the whole van stinking out of my breakfast, which is bacon and egg. Now, for all I know, that's lit. Yep. So I think that just goes on like that. Okay. So I've got to go and get some oil and get my bacon and eggs. Okay. Man, it's so bright, but it's lovely out here. First time I've used this pan, so I might actually have to heat it, cool it, and then heat it again. I'm not 100% sure. So this is going to take a while to get up to temperature. I didn't bring my... Bruno, what you doing? So as soon as this stops sort of bubbling from the oil, I'll put the bacon in. Got Manuka bacon. The trick is going to be cooking this and not having it stick. We shall see. Because it's not a non-stick pan. And anyone who's cooked eggs in a non-stick pan knows what a nightmare it is. Mind out, Bruno. Mind out. Come on, away, away. Come on, come around. Okay, this is good. All right, let's get the bacon in. You see him loitering. Oh yeah. Obviously he's going to have some as well. Because if I didn't give him any, everyone on the channel would freak out. So Bruno keeps seeing weckers, the birds. Bruno, come here. And he's trying to herd them. He's still going through his avian training. Right, let me put this back in. Bruno, don't sit on the thermostat. All right, we're rocking. The tricky bit's going to be the eggs. But what I might do is just chuck a couple of eggs in the bottom here, and then they'll sort of poach. Because the water coming off of the bacon will cook those eggs. Bruno! Bruno! Come! Come here! Come! Come on, come and lay down. He keeps going over to check out these wecker. Alright, they're starting to cook nicely. So I'll just put the lid on, let everything cook gradually in there, and then bring you back for breakfast. Okay, time to get the breakfast. That's ready. Now let's see if these eggs will come off. Oh, this is going to be a mess. Actually, the eggs are just not quite ready. I'd say they could have another couple of minutes. Bruno, stay here. Lie down. Lie down. He can see those birds. He can see the weka somewhere, hiding in the bush. And he's desperate to go and see it. But no, got to keep an eye on him. Who wishes they were here now, cooking bacon and egg by this beach with this weather. It's just absolutely glorious. And the cicadas have started kicking off. I don't know if you can hear the cicada sound. I don't know what you can hear. We'll see when I come to doing the edit. I like this cob grill. I like having the gas. Much more control. Less fuss, less hassle, instant heat. I'm just so chill. I'm so happy to be here right now. What a way to have my first proper camp in Buddy before it goes to have work done on it and before I go away to Canada, which is in just a couple of days. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better camp except for the wind last night. But that was a good test to see what it was like, if it was horrible outside and could I be inside. The only thing I didn't use was my new awning. Oh, this has got to be done now. Whoops. I made a mess of the eggs. But they are semi-poached. That did work. All right, I'm going to give the bacon just a bit more of a blast. What I'm going to do is get some water and then just boil that water in the pan. It's a lot easier to clean like this. Alright, so we'll take our bacon. And we will give some of this to Bruno. Okay, we'll crank that up. So I need to just sort this level out a bit. Now this cob grill does have self-leveling feet, I just haven't set it the right way around to do that. Okay, breakfast time. Right, I don't think I'm going to need any salt because the bacon will be so salty. So let's take a piece of bacon, put it in Bruno's bowl. Hang on, Bruno, wait. Look at this, out here I've got tables everywhere. Go on then, Bruno. And I'm still eating on my lap. Can't be helped. All right, bon appetit everybody. Let's do a close-up. Bacon and egg for breakfast. Yep. Bruno, you finished yours already. Gosh. Oh, the eggs are perfect. Nice and runny yolk. Wow. Oh. Perfect. And you know the beauty of this camp is there's pretty much nothing to pack up. Alright everyone, I'm going to enjoy this and I'll bring you back for a tour of the van. Right, I said I would give you a little tour inside the van now that I've had breakfast. Hey Bruno, look at it out there, absolutely beautiful. So, all the electrical stuff is under here, under Bruce's bed. All old, all needs replacing. This panel is very old. But it shows hot water, it shows your tanks, what's left, and the batteries. Hot water system, so that's on and it's heating. I just heard the boiler come on, but we're going to turn that off. This is the gas solenoid, so it's like a trip switch. Got my gas central heating here. This gets very hot. The water is stored under here. That's the water tank under there, and it's massive, very big water tank. I filled it at home and it took ages to fill. So yeah, I've got my cubby hole in here. Now I guess this could have been a wardrobe because there's a hanging thing up here, but I prefer it with shelves in, and you can adjust the shelf height. I could put more shelves in if I wanted to. In this door here is the bathroom. So there's a few unique things here. So there's a window that opens. There's also a panel door that opens. So you can use the shower, the hot and cold shower, outside. So you open this, reach in, pull the shower out, and you can have a shower outside if you want. There's the normal shower, and I've got curtains front and back here. And then this is very Japanese. This is, so I've got my toothbrush and toothpaste and everything in here. Hello everybody. There's a light, a vent, and then here is a fold down sink. Like so. So washing your hands, brushing your teeth, things like that. It just keeps everything out the way nicely. And then when you close it, it drains all that water away. So that goes into some sort of flushing system under here. Got a full enclosed Thetford toilet here with toilet paper here and full flush system. And then there's a little meter here that tells me when the toilet's full, and that's accessible outside to drain. Very easy indeed. So yeah, it's cozy in there, but it's good. And it's also got air conditioning. So if you run the air conditioning system with the engine running, then you can have aircon coming in here as well. And heating. So that's the toilet. I've got my sink. Sorry, I've got my fridge. My stuff in. That locks it in place. And I've got, so this is set to gas at the moment, but it also does battery and mains power and a circulating vent. So if I was plugged into the mains, I also have the option to run 240 volt switches as well. You can see this was Japanese because it was set up with the old US style sockets, which is what they use in Japan. Cubby hole for coffees, teas, stuff like that. I've got fresh water, which is drinking water I should say, here. And then I've got hot and cold, normal water there. And my cook system. And then I've got access out the back here as well. I've got a hob up here, a extractor fan up here with light and extractor to get the smoke out, steam. More cubbies up here. Another cubby. And then I've got a big cupboard here that I haven't worked out what I'm going to do with yet. In here, at the moment I've got a spare seat and just boxes of stuff. This was set up for a TV system, which I will never ever use. There's the solar controller. So it's charging the house battery. All of that's got to come out and be changed when I switch to lithium. I've got this table that pops up and is awesome just for resting stuff on. Like that. It's a nice little dinette. This Bruno's bed here actually slides out there to make it wider. So he has more room. And then when you want the space, you just slide it back in again. And then what do we got here? So the main lounge area. Oh, I don't know why my camera's on the floor down there. The main lounge area, which is also a bed. So that table comes out and hides behind there. Then this becomes a full bed, like a queen size bed. This is all getting replaced. So all of this is going in. All these materials, that's all being changed to like a faux leather. But not this one here, because what's the point? I don't need to do that one up there where the bed is. But yeah, all the rest is, these flip round, so this seat can be facing that way as well, but I will never use it in that format. It's just in case I have people, if you had a family and you want them facing forward when you're driving. It's got seat belts, so it's legal. You can sit in the back here. A lot of camper vans you can't do that, but yeah. It's a good space. It's a nice space. It's just these seats are really uncomfortable, and they're going to fix that. Replace all the springs and everything else. There's aircon fan control down there as well. Yeah, that's it pretty much. And then we've got all these storage cupboards up above. Got loads of them all the way around. Speakers for the stereo. And I've got a light here and a light and extractor here. So there you go, fully open. So that draws the hot air out and replaces it with fresh air from down below the vents. But I don't need that on. I want to replace all the light bulbs and put LED and everything. And then I've got access through to the cabin there as well. If I wanted to, I can lift this up and make it easier to get into. And then finally I've got one more cupboard here, which I don't know what to do with yet either. So I could have lots of plans. It could take me a long time to sort this all out, where I want things, what I want to install, hooks, blah blah blah. But right now it's got everything I need. And for a 1996 cheap as chips, perfect, pretty much perfect condition camper van, RV, this is awesome. And the fact that it's 4-wheel drive with a high and low range box. It got here, no problem at all. And that was a rough road. It's going to do a good job, I think. Right, everybody, I need to pack everything up. And then what we'll do is we'll go for a drive. I'm not going to run Bruno down at this beach because I've done that so many times here. He has been out for a walk. We have gone out, but I've shown you on camera what this beach looks like. We're going to head to another area where we can park up and look at a bigger beach and take him for a run there. Maybe get the drone up. So I'm going to pack up and then bring you guys back. All right, everyone, all packed up, ready to go. So let's head over to another beach. And then I'll show you different aspects, different angle, and we'll take Bruno for a little run as well. This has been a great camp. Absolutely fantastic camp. Couldn't be happier today. Just feels like I'm completely rejuvenated. So happy. Bruno's happy. Okay. We're going to go back up this steep 4x4 gravel road. And then I'll bring you back on the other side of it, going down back to the beach, the other beach. I'll give you a look around. Alright, we're at the top of the hill basically. I've just pulled over because I thought you'd just want to see this. I won't let Bruno out because we're right on the side of the road here. But check this out. I'll stand here so Bruno can see me because he's just here in the window. But check this out. Look at that. What a view. Is that not spectacular? We came from, well, we had to come over that hill there. Came around the side of it. That was steep. Look down here. That's a big drop. That's a sheer drop. You would not want to go off the edge here. Just breathtakingly beautiful. Look at the distance there. That's Rarangi Beach. So we're going to head to the end over there and then bring you back. We'll go and have a coffee over there. Oh, New Zealand. So beautiful. Right, Bruno? I know you want to get out, but we're on the side of a road and it's a sheer drop. And if you want to see how close to the cliff edge I am, there you go. That's the cliff edge there. We're parked just on the side. Just a slightly bigger van and it would not fit. All right, everyone, bring you back at the other beach. Okay, check this out. Now, you're not allowed to camp here. You're only allowed to stop for the day. But look at this spot. Absolutely stunning. Let's let Bruno out onto the beach. There's some other people on the beach here, but not a problem. Come on then. Ooh. Good boy. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Some other people here on the beach. You can see what people have been driving on here. Quite brave. You have to have one hell of a rig to handle this because it's so soft. Oh, Bruno, what have you found? Hey, you got a stick? Where's your stick? I don't want him running in there because I don't want a soaking wet dog in the beach. So hopefully he doesn't run in the water. I'm not going to encourage him to. Look at this beach. So this is Rarangi Beach. And it is beautiful. This is why we do this. Isn't it, Bruno? Hey, this is why we come here. Because it's just so beautiful. So what do you think, everybody? Is it not stunning here? So I'm just going to chill here, play with Bruno for a while, and I think we'll leave it here. I think this is a perfect place to leave the video. So thanks again for coming, everybody. Thank you to all of our YouTube members, all of our subscribers, everyone who's bought us coffees or buy me a coffee, everyone who's bought merch. Thank you to all of our super thanks, everyone, and all of our Patreon members. Thank you to everyone on Instagram, on Facebook, on our Facebook page, and on the Facebook fan page, and on Twitter. Thanks for following us, everyone. This is it now. I'm gone for 5 whole weeks. I'll be traveling around the world. So the next video you see after this will probably be live streams from Canada, and then big few videos from Canada in the rental RV. So thanks again for coming, everybody. We'll see you next time in camping with Tony and Bruno from AB Camping. Bye, Bruno. Uh-oh. He's gonna get hit. I don't want you to get wet. All right, bye, Bruno. You're gonna say goodbye. Come up, 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 up. Here, Bruno. All right, bye, Bruno. Okay, bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.